100,000 people from every state in the Union have poured into the world's most popular theme park to celebrate America's 212th birthday. Welcome to Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular. Joining Mickey Mouse and the Disney family in this star-spangled salute, America's favorite 4th of July band, the Beach Boys, and their special guests, the Fat Boys. We'll step down Main Street, USA with Tempest Bledsoe and Mark Summers for the Disney World All-America Parade and the magical Main Street Electrical Parade. Grammy, Emmy, Tony, and Oscar Award winner Rita Moreno joins 5-time Tony Award winner Tommy Tune in a rousing tribute to America from Cinderella Castle. We're all invited to Mickey's brand new home for a surprise 60th birthday party. Miss America reflects on our American heritage, its triumphs and tribulations. And Willard Scott takes us for the thrill ride of a lifetime. Grammy Award winner Lee Greenwood sings why he's proud to be an American. Broadway sizzles on the 4th from the spectacular sets of the new Disney MGM studio. And the lady who brought down the house at Liberty Weekend and the Olympics, Sandy Fatty, salutes America, accompanied by Walt Disney World's fabulous Fantasy in the Sky fireworks extravaganza. Plus, special 4th of July greetings from Carol Burnett, Bert Convey, Clifton Davis, Theodra Hall, Mark Price, and Burt Reynolds. All tonight on Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular. And now, to kick off our Independence Day celebration, let's enter the Magic Kingdom to join Mickey and his friends as they come follow the band.
Something
Let's move now to Main Street, USA. And here are Tempest Bledsoe from The Cosby Show and the star of the new hit Double Dare, Mark Summers.
Good evening, everybody. Boy, this sure is the place to be on the 4th of July, isn't it, Mark?
You bet, Tempest. I mean, think about it. All these celebrations going on throughout the country, and we're here on Main Street, USA for the big one.
Well, Walt Disney World is decked out in red, white, and blue 365 days of the year. But the 4th of July is really special.
You know, Walt Disney once said that if you could look deep into his eyes, you would see Old Glory waving. And just one look at the All-America Parade tells you he wasn't kidding.
And it all starts off with the Disney All-American College Band.
Each one of the 20 players was selected through competitive national auditions.
The result, they are the best of the best, and we are very happy to have them.
Okay.
A must for any Independence Day parade is a military marching band.
And here's ours. It's the United States Army Ground Forces Band, and it's commanded by Captain Tony W. Cason.
They're playing our national march, John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever.
And that's one of my favorites.
Our first float is led by Disney's World Band under the direction of Mike Davis.
I've always wondered what I'd look like in one of those costumes.
You look very cute.
Oh, thank you. Tempest, as our parade will show, the U.S. is made of many different regions, each with its own traditions and trademarks.
However, one thread has tied Americans together for 200 years, the Constitution, whose preamble is displayed on the lead float, the Liberty Bell.
And here's Mickey and Minnie strutting their stuff. Of course, in revolutionary style. They look cute, don't they?
Mark, weren't those jets flying over Cinderella Castle fantastic?
They were unbelievable. I've never seen anything quite like that. In fact, those hot Air Force pilots were from the 63rd Tactical Fighter Training Squadron, led by Major Ian Milne.
Well, Mark, now coming down Main Street, USA are the proud voices of the Spirit of America singers. Let's listen.
The flag float honors all 50 states, and its center stage, below the red, white, and blue of Old Glory, are the flags of the original 13. And you can tell by the looks on the faces of these people at Main Street, Disney World is the place to be.
The 4th of July is picnics, barbecues, and fireworks, but it's also the day we celebrate freedom and independence. Here's Burt Reynolds.
Over 2 centuries ago, a group of true patriots got together and created a document that's as important to us now as it was then. Maybe we don't think about it every day, but it's there. And if it wasn't, we'd think about it. Thanks, America. And happy birthday.
Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular is being brought to you by Premier Cruise Lines, the official cruise lines of Walt Disney World, bringing you the Cruise and Walt Disney World Week.
We are still streaming into Walt Disney World, anticipating one of the greatest fireworks displays ever, and to be a part of this enormous 4th of July celebration. I'm Mark Summers here with Tempest Bledsoe, and we're back on Main Street, USA, where things are still in high gear. And, you know, they tell us over 100,000 people are here to join in the festivities, Tempest.
And there's a smile on each one of their faces.
Of course, what would 4th of July be without all those American flags?
Hey, there's one of the gummy bears flagging down gas.
Just one more reason why in Walt Disney World you feel like a participant and not just a spectator.
The parade starts its journey across America and New England.
The lighthouse is modeled after one that guards the approaches of ships to Cape Cod.
Isn't Cape Cod where the Pilgrims first landed when it came on the Mayflower?
Hey, in history for you, Tempest. Good job. By the way, they're dancing down there. Either the fishing's great or the Red Sox won a doubleheader. I hope it's the last one.
I imagine it must be difficult to dance in all those clothes.
But they always look like they're having the best time of their life.
Aw, hi.
I think every kid in America, or all of us actually, have owned one of those yellow slickers at one time in our lives.
look like they like it. It looks like trouble on the SS Mishap. The captain's always picking on his first mate, Mr. Smee.
Well, Tempest, the captain's got to be edgy. I don't think he's ever going to forget when that crocodile took his first helping of, as Julia Child would say, hook hand souffle.
I guess I'd be a little edgy, too, if a crocodile used my hand as an after-dinner meal.
Yeah, I think
Now we're in the Midwest, the heartland. They say life's different here.
Well, I'm from Indiana, and I got to tell you, I've never seen any dancing scarecrows where I live.
It's here that rock and roll takes a back seat to country and western, and that's exactly what music's most grisly band, the Country Bear Jamboree, is playing.
And that downhill music has really pumped some life into those scarecrows.
Those are the most creative costumes we've seen so far.
That's great.
Check out the size of that silo. It's like a skyscraper on wheels.
Our friends here at Disney World have thought of everything when they put this parade together, right down to these dancing scarecrows. A little turkey in the straw music for you.
What exactly do they put in the silo?
Grain. They store grain and that kind of thing, I think. I'm from Indiana, but gosh, I never lived on a farm, so I don't know.
You missed something wonderful, I'm sure.
I'm sure I did. Can you imagine how many hours they had to rehearse to be so together in this thing?
Yes. Well, it's fun anyway, even though it is a lot of hard work.
The heartland of America, where everybody knows your name, or at least that's what Big Al, Shaker, and Liverlips told us, and they should know.
Everywhere you turn here at Walt Disney World, you run into some of the most adorable characters. But there's one who's loved around the world like no other. And there he is, making kids of all ages smile as he celebrates his 60th birthday, Mickey Mouse.
The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Everybody wants to toast you with a song. The whole world wants to wish you happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Listen while your friends all join and sing along.
Well, it isn't very hard to understand what all the shouting is for. Just want you to know that we love you and we wish you 60 birthdays more. Oh,
People everywhere are saying thank you, Mickey Mouse, for all of the troubled times you've helped us through.
You know, a lot of people don't realize that even though Mickey's one of the biggest stars in the world, he's really a quiet, shy, unassuming guy.
Wasn't it great that Minnie surprised him on his birthday?
You bet. I mean, it's lucky for us that Mickey's friends made a home video of the day.
Took some real convincing, but he finally agreed to let us show it.
So let's roll it.
My birthday! I had no idea what kind of a day it was going to be when I left the house that morning. My friends were sweeping up the yard, but I didn't think anything of it. Everybody's so friendly and helpful here in Mickey's birthday land.
hi, Goofy.
Macy, please take the camera. I gotta make Mickey's
No, I
cake.
couldn't. No,
Please.
oh, all right.
Hiya.
With the camera in the hands of a real pro, Minnie did her part.
Hey, kids, it's Winnie. Oh, I'm fine. You've got to get Mickey out of his dressing room and over here right away. The surprise is about to start.
While the kids were coming to get me, my other friends tried to bake the cake.
Let me see. 1 quart of milk. Hey, Pluto, there are no dog bones and birthday cake. Oh, Pluto, gosh.
I've never baked a cake before. What goes in it? Let's look in the cookbook. What an excellent idea. Thank you. Think nothing of it.
It says flower. Flower? What kind of flower? These look nice. Very colorful, too. Thank you. What's that? It says baking soda. Baking soda? What's baking soda? I don't know. I'm looking here. Hey, here's a soda. That looks tasty. Yes, indeed. And now it says ice a cake. What do you use to ice a cake? Silly, you use ice. What's next? It says 1 cake of each.
Come on, Mickey, come on. Jenny wants you back. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Be quiet, everybody. Shut.
And the cake came out just great. Good friends make birthdays special. And there's plenty of them here. What a party. What a day. More to come. Outside, they were opening up my birthday land. I was so happy. All my friends were having a great time, and Duckburg was decked out.
Give me a U. Give me an X. Give me an E. What do we got?
Even Carol Burnett dropped by to say hi to all my pals. She's so funny. And can you believe the whole town sang happy birthday to me? It was official. My birthday land was open to everybody. And boy, is there plenty to do here, like visiting my house. Want to take a peek? This is my living room. I love to play the piano in there. If I have to make a telephone call, I use the den. Anybody for a cheese sandwich? Pleasant dreams, everybody. This is the mouse maze that kids can run through. Whoops. Whoops again. There's also a playground and a petting farm. Cindy Williams and her kids were there, too.
Happy birthday, Mickey!
Thanks, Cindy. Nancy Reagan and the Foster grandparents paid a visit. From out of the 100-acre wood was Eeyore. And Winnie. The opening for my birthday land eventually came to a close, but remember, kids, it's always open for you if you happen to be traveling by.
Goodbye, Mickey.
Goodbye,
What
Goofy.
a great day. Oh,
Goodbye, Donald.
Goodbye, Mickey.
Goodbye, Minnie. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Mickey. Bye-bye, Mickey.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks, Daisy, for shooting my birthday video. Look out for the camera.
Hello, I'm Rita Moreno.
And I'm Tommy Toon.
To me, Independence Day means celebrating freedom,
Different people taking different paths,
thinking different thoughts,
exchanging different ideas.
and doing it in a country that doesn't prevent them from doing it. So, happy birthday, America. And we'll see you later.
Walt Disney World may already be the world's largest vacation destination, but that doesn't stop it from growing. The exquisite new Grand Floridian Beach Resort, a turn-of-the-century style hotel, set on the Seven Seas Lagoon and just a monorail ride from the Magic Kingdom, is host to our next guest. When we return, it's good music, good times, and good vibrations with the Beach Boys and their special friends, the Fat Boys.
Coming up next, the most spectacular 4th of July Jubilee ever. Live from the East River, Macy's pulls out all the stops, lights, explosions, fire, the works. Only Macy's and Channel 11 can throw a party like this. Join Brad Holbrook and Donna Hanover for the most untraditional tradition this city has ever seen. The Macy's 4th of July fireworks. Live in stereo, only on Channel 11 WPIX.
Are the 4th of July.
For more than a quarter of a century, they've meant summer and sand, surfboards and suntan.
They are the Beach Boys.
With their special friends, the Fat Boys. Favorite song. And later, the Beach Boys hang 10 by themselves, performing their brand new single, Kokomo, from Tom Cruise's new movie, Cocktail. And now, from Family Ties, here's Mark Price.
Hey, it's 4th of July. Do you know that? America is now never too old to get a birthday kiss. What do you say? We give all of America a big birthday kiss, huh? All right, here we go. Happy birthday, America.
Central Florida, Walt Disney World is still heating up as the 1988 4th of July celebration rolls on. We're back on Main Street, USA for more of the All-America Parade. And it looks like our C2C celebration now shifts to the south.
The land of Dixie, Mark Twain, the Mississippi River, cattle boats, and Donald Duck.
I love it down here in the south, don't you, Tempest?
Yeah, the people are so friendly.
And where else would Donald Duck be on a showboat but at the helm? And he loves the attention, doesn't he?
Looks like the New Orleans Jazz Band is keeping the passengers entertained.
Great music, too. And the cakewalk dancers are doing a little entertaining of their own.
I wonder why they call them the cakewalk dancers.
Gosh, I really don't know.
You see any cake, Mark? I don't.
I don't. You know, that boat Donald's skippering is huge. It's 100 feet long and 25 feet high. He's having a great time up there, too. Hi, Donald.
Beautiful at night.
It's just gorgeous everywhere here. I feel like I'm about 8 years old.
And here's Southern Belle Daisy waddling to her own beat. Is that the duck walk?
I think so. I don't see any cake this time. Here's a potentially explosive situation. Oh, heads up. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah, you probably guessed it by now. We're in the wild, wild west.
You know, we hear that Mr. 49er leaves no rock unturned to find his fortune. Thank goodness he hasn't rigged that cactus, too.
Favorites, Cowboy Goofy.
Yeah, he's one of mine, too.
Hey, Goofy.
Oh, no, there he goes again. You know, maybe we should just throw him a couple of gold nuggets before he gets hurt. No!
Well, this has been a great parade so far.
I love it. Look at this guy. He's having the time of his life. Well, now moseying down Main Street is the Mesa float, reminding us of times when a horse was a man's best friend, the trail was your home, and you shot first and asked questions later. Things were a little simpler back then, weren't they?
Ooh, who's that? Ah!
That's Goofy.
Well, granted, Goofy's a little clumsy, and horse riding didn't come naturally to him, but he stuck with it, and look where he is today, doing his best John Wayne impersonation.
Well, listen and listen tight.
Hang on, Goofy.
We're the rocket spirit west of the Alamo. It's the spirit of America. Standing tall and proud and free. It's the spirit of America. From the sea to shining sea. One spirit from the sea to shining.
Hey, in front of the Mesa, hoedown's developing. I sense trouble.
Yeah, well, let me see. I see 1, 2 cowgirls, and look at this. There are 3 cowboys.
You don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure out that the hoedown just turned into a showdown.
Yeah, but it looks like they're having a good time to me.
That doesn't look like a good time to me.
That looks like a Punch and Judy show, doesn't it?
Oh, isn't she cute?
Oh.
Now, what kind of smoke signals do chipmunks send?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe, where's the nut?
Oh, I think I see someone else who wants to be in the parade.
Yeah, she's going to have to stand in line. I think everybody here wants to be in this parade. I've always wanted to be able to do that. That looks tough, doesn't it?
I think it looks impossible. Wow. And now to the great frontier. Up there in the tower, 80 His friend Smokey in the fight against forest fires is Ranger Wendell.
I hear he's a pretty busy bear.
Well, when he's not keeping an eye on the forest, Wendell moonlights as the fiddle player for the Country Bear Jamboree.
You know, I sleep a lot sounder, Tempest, knowing Wendell's on the watch.
Well, if Wendell spots anything, the dancing lumberjacks from the sawmill float are close behind, ready to chop their way out of trouble.
You guys have to be in good shape to do this, don't they?
I never knew lumberjacks dance.
Know it now.
It's the spirit of America. Standing tall and proud and free. It's the spirit of America. From sea to shining sea. One spirit from sea to shining sea.
Whoa! Can you imagine doing that every day?
No.
No. On the mill are two of the stars of Song of the South. There's Brer Fox and Brer Bear and their good friend Baloo. I've heard of jumping for joy, but this is ridiculous.
Baloo, as usual, is smiling. All he needs are those bare necessities.
It's the spirit of America. Standing tall and proud and free. It's the spirit of America.
And now, let's go from the smiling Baloo to someone who's smiling every morning, no matter what the weather is. Willard Scott.
Hey, thanks, Tempest. I'm right here in line for the world premiere of the Maelstrom Thrill Ride at Epcot's newest and 11th World Showcase Pavilion, Norway. You know, earlier, the pavilion was officially opened with a fabulous, and I mean fabulous celebration, including the Royal Norwegian Guard Band and the World Dancers. And don't forget, too, we had a special dedication by the Crown Prince Harald of Norway.
Ladies and gentlemen, wishing the best of luck to Disney World and those who will be responsible for the operation of the pavilion, I hereby declare the Norway Pavilion open. Thank you.
Hey, what an opening for that Norway Pavilion. And we'll be back to premiere that thrill ride in just a few minutes. But right now, here's Carol Burnett.
As a kid, I celebrated the 4th of July with family, friends, and a few boxes of sparklers. Today, I can't always be with my family on the 4th, so I try to be with friends and take a minute to think about how lucky I am to live in a country where freedom isn't just fashionable. And then I light my sparkler. So with my buddies here, we'd all like to say, Happy Birthday, America.
Still to come on Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular, country music's male vocalist of the year, Lee Greenwood, with his gold record rendition of God Bless the USA. The night comes alive with the fantastic creatures and characters of the world-famous Main Street Electrical Parade. And the neon lights are extra bright on Broadway as the new Disney MGM studio salutes one of America's great cities. Then there's magic in the air as the sky explodes with the fabulous fireworks finale.
Hollywood. It's the all-new Disney MGM Studios. Disney's third theme park opening spring of 1989. From backlots to bungalows, sound stages to stunt shows, guests will actually become a part of the movies and television programs produced here. Tonight, for the first time on national television, from one of the recently constructed street sets, a salute to another entertainment capital, the Big Apple.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. That's a longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. In a city that doesn't sleep, to find God king of the hill, top of the hill, my little town, I'm melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll bring it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. To find the king of the hill, head of the list, dream of the top of the top of the hill. My little I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
From New York, New York, let's travel to Liberty Square and join Kaylani Roscoe, our reigning Miss America.
When you represent your country as Miss America, you truly learn what it means to be an American. During the past 10 months, I've been privileged to visit almost every state in the Union, and my travels have reminded me that the people are strong, generous, and kind. And something else, they believe in the American dream, a dream based upon our greatest heritage, freedom and individual rights. So today, here at Walt Disney World, we celebrate not just the accomplishments of our founding fathers, but those of all Americans. You know, like many Americans, I sometimes find it hard to put my patriotic feelings into words. So on this 4th of July, let's let President Lincoln speak for all of us.
Our reliance is in the love of liberty, which God has planted in us. Our defense is in the spirit which prizes liberty as the heritage of all men, in all lands everywhere.
The free world may take new inspiration and hope. And if it be wise, new wisdom from Mr. Lincoln and these other voices of America.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
that all men are created
Give me liberty or give me death!
I regret I have but one life to lose for my country.
We must all hang together, or most assuredly we shall all hang separately.
that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
The people of the United States and the republic for which it stands. In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice,
Liberty and union, now and forever, one and inseparable.
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Anti-slavery is no longer a thing to be prevented. It has grown too abundant to be snuffed out like a lantern.
These are the times that try men's souls.
I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow.
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Woman has shown equal devotion with man to the cause of freedom. Give me your tired, your bored, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
This rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying. Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath?
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
I pledge a new deal for the American people.
We stand today on the edge of a new frontier.
This Civil Rights Act is a challenge to all of us.
Some people see things as they are and say, why? I dream things that never were and say, why not?
I have a dream today.
I am somebody.
We're the people that live. They can't wipe us out. They can't lick us.
What your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. The world must be made safe for democracy.
We're liberty throughout the land.
Fighting for truth, justice, and the American way.
Paris, liberated.
Rome liberated.
We believe that peace is at hand.
Think softly and carry a big stick.
I consider myself the luckiest man.
Get out there and win one for the gift.
Go ahead, make my day.
That's the most people that ever paid to see a politician.
The business of America is business.
Watson, come here, quick. Success, fourth flight, Tuesday morning.
Charles A. Lindbergh landed at
Godspeed, John Glenn. Again. It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I love my country.
God bless America. God bless America.
Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular will continue.
Coming up next, the most spectacular 4th of July Jubilee ever. Live from the East River, Macy's pulls out all the stops, lights, explosions, fire, the works. Only Macy's and Channel 11 can throw a party like this. Join Brad Holbrook and Donna Hanover for the most untraditional tradition this city has ever seen. The Macy's 4th of July fireworks. Live in stereo, only on Channel 11 WPIX.
Welcome back to Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular. I'm Mark Summers here with Tempest Bledsoe, and here on Main Street, USA, our All-America Parade is ready to hit the sand and surf.
This float looks a lot like California's Muscle Beach Boardwalk.
Yes, Tempest, but for those who can't bench press 345 pounds like me, or have the 19-inch python-sized arms like me, there are other ways to show off, all involving the wheel. And these kids are really good.
guy below Pluto has a pretty good seat.
Roller skating. Are you a good roller skater?
Yes.
I really am. I'm not particularly good at that.
Oh, then we should go. There's Eeyore, America's favorite beach cow.
Remember in Winnie the Pooh how Tigger says the greatest thing about Tiggers is that I'm the only one? Well, Tempest, he left out one other great thing about Tiggers. They can surf.
In other parts of the country, these sports are just a pastime, but in California, they're a passion.
I don't know about Tigger as a surfer, Tempest, but he's got some pretty good dance moves, don't you agree?
I don't know, Mark. I think Tigger should stick to tiggering.
Tiggering? Well, these dancers are coming off the castle float. And there's Mary Poppins, and as she says, she looks super.
Don't you mean supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I dare you to spell that. This float is a who's who of Disney celebrities.
There's Cinderella and Prince Charming.
It's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
There's Alice from Wonderland.
Sleepy. I don't know how he can be sleeping in this parade.
Hi, Dumbo.
I resemble that remark. You know, often we hear America referred to as the Great Melting Pot.
And those flags represent some of the countries that have contributed to America's greatness.
They also represent the 11 countries whose pavilions make up Epcot's World Showcase.
Is great. It's dedicated to fellowship and brotherhood. So let's return to the Epcot Center and Willard Scott.
This is a troll. And this is not a troll. This is Gita. And like all the townspeople in Epcot's Norway Pavilion, Gita is actually from Norway. Hey, do they have a 4th of July celebration in Norway?
Yes, we have, but we have ours in May. Got everything, parades and everything, but not the fireworks.
Oh, my dear. Wherever you are, there are fireworks. You know, Gita is just one of the many reasons that the Norway Pavilion makes you feel like you're actually in Norway. One more thing, Gita. I'm here for the world premiere of the famous Maelstrom Thrill Ride. Do you think I should go in the first boat?
Ja, så törs Matilda.
I beg your pardon?
That means either you have to be very brave or very foolish.
Huh. Well, I'm halfway there. Well, I'm trying to make up my mind. Let's go from one beautiful lady to another. Here's Deidre Hall.
Oh, my. Thank you, Willard. And as our nation celebrates the Big 212, I just want to say, for me and for my friend Minnie, happy birthday, America.
Back here in New York, we'll return to Florida and the Walt Disney World July 4th celebration at 10 o'clock.
But right now, it's time to celebrate the 4th New York style with the spectacular Macy's fireworks display broadcast live and in stereo.
Hundreds of thousands of people lining the East River here in Manhattan and in Queens for what is the premier 4th of July event here in New York. the spectacular Macy's fireworks show. Good evening, I'm Brad Holbrook.
And I'm Donna Hanover. Welcome to Celebrate the 4th, an hour-long birthday party celebrating America's independence. Tonight, the United States turns 212 years old, and it should be a birthday blast in the purest tradition of July 4th celebration.
The fireboats moved into position less than an hour ago with streams of red, white, and blue water heralding tonight's 4th of July celebration.
The theme of our birthday party tonight is America's Heroes. And during the course of the next hour, you'll meet some famous and not-so-famous Americans who have dedicated their lives to helping their fellow Americans.
And for a full half hour, uninterrupted by commercials and broadcast this year in stereo, what has become a July 4th tradition here at Channel 11.
That is live from the East River, the spectacular Macy's Fireworks Show, with a special tribute to America 88, honoring our nation's heritage and independent spirit.
So sit back and get ready to celebrate the 4th with us. The party begins when we come back.
You can speak your mind and not go to jail for it, right?
And so patriotic. I was in the service. I came by here when I came out of the Army in 45. We passed the Statue of Liberty. It means the world to me. I think it's the greatest symbol of the United States of America. Freedom, it's what it means.
I've been in so many other countries, maybe 50 countries, and it's always so good to come back to America.
God bless the USA.
With special guests, the Beach Boys. Disney magic is everywhere. Fireworks and lasers over Epcot Center. The television premiere of the Main Street Electrical Parade. Dazzling illuminations from the World Showcase. Only Disney could throw a party like this. Live from Florida, Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular.
Coming up next, only on Channel 11.
I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Dr. King lived his life and died trying to make his dream come true.
And out in Brooklyn, there's one woman who has become an American hero in her neighborhood for helping to fulfill Dr. King's dream. Colleen Hunt reports.
Racism is dead and buried within a 10-block stretch in the Canarsie section of Brooklyn. These people took a hard look at their own prejudices and resolved to change. They are now colorblind. Things weren't always so peaceful around here. Up until about a year ago, vicious fights between white kids and black kids were commonplace. Out of all the bigotry, an American hero emerged, Janice Robertson, a mother who became enraged after her son was confronted by a white gang.
My son came home from school. He had been attacked on a bus coming home from school. He had had a lead pipe swung on his head, and he was called the ugly racial epithet. He was called a nigger.
I was fearing for my life, you know. I was trying to take cover, protection. It was terrible. I wouldn't let it happen to nobody.
The apparent cause of the frequent violence was the sudden influx of blacks into what was a predominantly white neighborhood. Blacks and whites alike will tell you it was a nasty scene.
When I first got here, there was a lot of problems with your tires being slashed, and a lot of people looked at you like they thought you were coming to mug them.
Everybody was afraid of each other. They didn't know what to expect from each other. It began to just be a situation that went from intolerable to the worst that it could possibly get. It was, after a while, everybody's subject to attack.
Janice Robertson feared for her 4 children and asked local authorities to help her turn the situation around.
I got mostly what I refer to as lip service. Promises, but nobody did anything. So I turned to my neighbors.
It was a one-woman crusade.
Hi. Hi. How's everybody doing?
Robertson banged on every door for a 10-block stretch and asked her neighbors, black and white, to help her stop the violence.
If you don't defend one child, then nobody's child is safe. And that has to be the effort and the idea put forth. Protect my child from these racial attacks, and you're protecting everybody's child. If my child is left to be a target, today it's mine, tomorrow it's yours.
Her message made sense to the people around here, and together they formed a coalition of 1,000 residents. As a group, they exposed and criticized anyone who did anything racist. Parents vowed to come down hard on their kids if they saw any signs of racism. And most important, the parents agreed to set aside their own prejudice and set a good example for the kids.
That's where it has to start, in the home.
It worked. In the past year, there have been only 2 racial scuffles, and angry residents turned in the guilty parties to police. Robertson's son really feels the difference.
I don't know. I think they changed because nothing has happened recently that I know of. So they probably changed. They got their attitude together.
Parents are not afraid to let their kids play on the street anymore. To them, Janice Robertson is truly a hero.
I think she's done a remarkable job. She did it on her own. She has things going. She turned the wheels. And everybody, I think, appreciates what she has done.
So how does it feel to be a hero?
I don't feel like a hero. I just feel it's every American's right to be able to exist peacefully and go where they want to as a citizen of this country.
Janice Robertson, proof of the difference one person can make. This is Colleen Hunt reporting.
Isn't that terrific? Janice Robertson, a crusader in the fight against bigotry, truly an American hero.
And when we come back, we'll meet another American hero. Sammy Fleischer is his name, a man who has almost single-handedly kept the Lower East Side clean and safe for more than 50 years.
And don't forget the Macy's Fireworks Show, broadcast live and in stereo. Don't go away.
And I'm proud to be an American.
I'm black, and, you know, we've come a long way also, but we had the chance to do it. You had the chance to fight for your rights here.
America saved us from slavery, from Soviet slavery.
It's a very free, open system, and people are very helpful.
I love this country. I love this country.
God bless the USA.
PIX, Channel 11, New York.
Now, and I'm living on somebody else's sky now. So as long as I'm alive and I'm able, I'll always be working with children.
Mother Clara Hale has been a fixture up in Harlem, devoting her life to caring for children.
Recently, our reporter Shahab Sharifi spent time with a man who's been a fixture on Manhattan's Lower East Side for more than half a century.
His name is Sammy Fleischer, a man who has found that it's better to give than to receive.
How are we doing today?
Okay, fine.
I'll see you on the rebound.
Okay.
He walks around as if he owns the place. 73-year-old Sammy Fleischer, who's lived nowhere else but the Lower East Side, knows every crook and cranny of the neighborhood. If the Lower East Side could elect its own mayor, Sammy Fleischer would win hands down.
He's an extremely nice person to be with. In addition to this, he's a person who likes to give, but not to receive. And God bless him.
For the past 30 years, Sammy and his wife have lived in this apartment building on Grand Street. It overlooks the East River and the FDR Drive. When Sammy was growing up, there was no FDR Drive, and the East River, which is now filthy and slimy, was a local swimming hole.
I love it. I love it. This is the area that I live and die in. I find that when people said that the neighborhood was lost 18, 19 years ago, and I found it to be totally untrue because I didn't let it happen.
Sammy waged a brutal battle to keep junkies and prostitutes out of his neighborhood. He is still waging the war. He says he's winning the fight to keep his neighborhood safe. Over the years, he's received commendations for starting neighborhood patrols, for providing rides for the neighborhood elderly, for bringing a drug rehabilitation program to the neighborhood, for running food drives for the poor, and for bringing street lamps to the area.
The cops loved it. They found that it helped the neighborhood stay much more secure. The criminals were caught out in the open, and that was to our benefit.
Sammy's number one concern has always been the safety of the neighborhood. People here have always been able to count on Sammy to fight for the community. Sammy prides himself in being a hell of a fighter.
I get involved because I love people. This is my number one. I hate to see somebody being crowded. And I'm an old street fighter, second to none. Truthfully, anybody else will tell you, I still can bend spikes, but in those days I bent it like it was chewing gum.
And so could his mother when she was alive. That's where Sammy says he gets his strength and his passion for life. Do you consider yourself a hero?
Not in a true sense.
Even though Sammy doesn't admit to being a hero, he is one to many of the residents in the neighborhood. Because of Sammy's efforts to convince the city to cut the curbs in the area 5 years ago, People in wheelchairs can now cross the street safely.
If anybody was in danger in the street, I would jump in. It was my second nature. I even jumped into the East River to save a kid that was drowning, and I didn't know how to swim then.
It didn't matter to Sammy that he didn't know how to swim or that he was only 11 years old at the time. Sammy's instincts took over when he saw the boy drowning. But not only did he save his life that day, he learned how to swim. Sammy says he has saved dozens of lives since he rescued the little boy in the East River. As a subway conductor for 36 years, Sammy says he must have saved at least 10 people from dying on the tracks. Sammy Fleischer, an American hero. Reporting on the Lower East Side, I'm Shahab Sharifi.
Well, we hope Sammy's somewhere overlooking the East River right now, the FDR Drive, because in just a couple of minutes, he's going to see quite a show.
The fireworks barges are all in place and waiting for the signal to begin. So when we come back, live and in stereo and uninterrupted by commercials, the Macy's Fireworks Extravaganza.
And I'm proud to be an American.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and forget the rest of that. Yeah. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Superman, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend steel in his bare hands, and who, disguised as Clark Kent, mild-mannered reporter for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, justice, and the American way.
Well, for 50 years, the Man of Steel has been America's superhero fighting for the American way. And for the last 211 years, fireworks have been a part of America's 4th of July.
It was way back in 1777 that John Adams first thought up the idea of using fireworks to celebrate the 4th. It's, of course, a tradition that has lasted ever since.
And it has been a tradition with Macy's for 12 years now. In a few moments, 13 giant searchlights and 2 sky trackers will sweep the heavens.
Then more than 14,000 display shells and effects will be launched, some as large as 12 inches in diameter and weighing up to 30 pounds.
The whole show will be choreographed to a musical program of both patriotic and contemporary songs. And in addition to our stereo broadcast, the music will be simulcast on Power 95 FM.
This year's theme, America 88, pays tribute to our nation's heritage and its independent spirit, and will include a reading by Tony Award-winning actor George Hearn. And as we await the barges moving into their final positions to launch the start of the Macy's Fireworks Spectacular, a little reminder of what fireworks are all about. You know, of course, they were invented by the Chinese about 2,000 years ago, people tell us. They created the first fireworks by packing bamboo sticks or rolled-up paper tubes with explosives and then setting them off. The reason they did that, they believed that the sound of the explosion chased away evil spirits. Here, it just brings more people to the shore. Fireworks first appeared in Europe in the 13th century, the Italians leading the way in the creation of the elaborate pyrotechnics until the 17th century, and then the first appeared in England when they used at the marriage of Henry VII in 1487, and again the coronation of Queen Elizabeth I in 1558. Fireworks, what a history they had.
Now, we're getting ready for another kind of fireworks in September down at Cape Canaveral.
Yes.
Of course, the Space Shuttle Discovery is going to go up, and they had a wonderful 4th of July celebration there today. They moved the Discovery from the vehicle assembly building out to the launch pad, and they passed out thousands of passes so that people from all over southern Florida and actually from all over the country could come and watch it being moved and gotten into position. And the reason that it's really something nice to mention is because one of the astronauts that's going to fly, David Hilmers, told the whole crowd, "America, the dream is still alive." And I think we all kind of feel that way.
Perseverance of spirit there at the NASA compound. Going back those 212 years to the very first fireworks displays to mark the independence of this nation, some of the men who came to Independence Hall on that very hot 4th of July, as history recorded it, had ridden for a day and a night on horseback, and they were anxious to get home. They ranged in age from 37 to 70. They came from a variety of backgrounds, all of them signed at a great personal risk, of course, because there were some penalties to be paid for declaring your nation free of England. All signed though, and some were captured and imprisoned. Fortunes were lost. Mansions were burned down. One signer was lost at sea. One died in a duel. One poisoned by his nephew.
Of course, we're having a great time giving you all this history of America. One of the reasons we're doing that is because we have a little bit of a delay on the East River. The barges have not moved into their very final positions yet. And so the music is waiting, the crowd is waiting, the fireworks technicians are waiting, but the barges aren't exactly where they're supposed to be just now.
But when they finally do arrive at their destinations, we will have it for you live and uninterrupted by commercials. A full 30 minutes of fireworks with stereo sound. The rumble will cross your stereo receiver from left to right. And, of course, we'll have the musical choreography simulcast on Power 95 FM.
There's hundreds of thousands of people out there lining the East River, waiting for this all to begin. Of course, there are people who actually choose their apartments because they have wonderful views of the East River for this spectacular event, the fireworks on July 4th.
If you're planning to run out to the store and you live on the east side, don't try to do it. The roads are essentially blocked off just by the sheer mass of humanity down in the lower east side of Manhattan and in Queens, of course.
That's right. Don't try to take the FDR Drive anywhere. If you have to get home, you can take the MTA has put extra subways on the Lexington line so that people on the east side will be able to get home tonight. I imagine most people that are listening to us, however, are already safely ensconced at home.
Safely at home, yes. I remember a couple of years ago after the fireworks display, we had seen the buses cruising up First Avenue from the area that you see here, packed with people, and there were people actually hanging out windows of the buses as it went up First Avenue. So it's a spectacular event that, of course, draws thousands of people back year after year, even after they've been in the mad rush and the mad crowd scene that takes place once the fireworks are concluded. They come back again the next year because it's worth it, because the show is so spectacular.
This is the 6th time that we have broadcast the fireworks here at WPIX. It's always a good time. The interesting thing about this is such a spectacular way to celebrate July 4th, and yet all across the metropolitan area there were sort of small and yet still very traditional and wonderful celebrations of July 4th. My family went to the
You were in
parade.
Ridgefield this morning, weren't you?
Yes, it was quite a parade. There were lots of little floats that the children had built, or I think their dads kind of helped them build. Little Flintstones floats and different kinds of things, and there were bands, and the Emerald Society was there with the bagpipes and all the fire trucks and the police cars and the ambulances, and everybody all polished up coming down Main Street. Of course, it was on Main Street. You knew that even before you were there.
An old-fashioned parade. I think 94 years they've had that parade in Ridgefield. 94 years uninterrupted. That's quite a record. A lot of towns across America, small towns and big towns, have parades, but the one in Ridgefield that you went to today is kind of a unique experience.
There was one sad note about it. A lot of the fire trucks, of course, were draped with black in memory of the 5 firefighters that were killed in Hackensack in the last few days. And obviously a lot of people are kind of torn today in that area. They're feeling sad at the same time that they're feeling grateful for all that we have in this country.
As big a deal as the 4th of July is now in cities and towns across the country, the celebration of the 4th of July generally spread throughout the country relatively slowly after the first celebration was held in the capital. And as the new states and territories were admitted to the Union, or as they were created, the day became a holiday in every state and territory gradually. Particular attention has been given to the anniversary in Philadelphia, of course. And first celebration in Boston, oddly enough, didn't occur for some 12, 13 years after the Declaration of Independence was signed. That city had been in the habit of celebrating on March 5th, which was the anniversary of the Boston Massacre. But they changed all that in 1783 and celebrated the 4th of July along with the rest of it.
It's really the kind of thing the whole country kind of has to agree on, right?
Yes. I see a flare, or is that just the headlight of a car? It's hard to tell from our vantage point.
Believe me, folks, we are just as anxious as you are for these fireworks to start.
Okay, we're told that we've got 90 seconds. So if you want to take one last run to the refrigerator or wherever, we've got 90 seconds before the start. We are delayed now by some 10 minutes, but I don't think they're going to cheat you on the other end. I think we're going to go the full 30 minutes. Macy's pretty much guarantees us that year after year, and it's an event well worth waiting for, even if you have to just listen to us gab for a few minutes extra.
That's right. That's right.
We will bring it to you live and uninterrupted.
And we're luckier than a lot of the country because of the drought across a lot of the middle of the country. Folks are not getting a chance to see fireworks.
Right, the threat of brush fires, grass fires, because the land is so parched in most of the country, most of the middle section of the country for sure, that pyrotechnics of this nature are just not a good idea. And so we here are in the enviable position of having the huge East River to have our fireworks display over. And I think we're coming up to it in just a few seconds here. The barges on the East River. We're ready to go now, live to the Macy's fireworks display. Enjoy the show.
proudly presents 4th of July Fireworks 1988. A star-spangled extravaganza of brilliant lights, colors, and sound, filling miles of sky to celebrate the American spirit and you.
We're Macy, we're a part of your life.
In 1988, the American spirit is on the move. Tonight, on this nation's 212th birthday, Macy salutes our American spirit and the music through which that spirit moves. The music of America is as varied as its people. We each work to our own melodies. We dance to our own rhythms. But in unison, our music is of one spirit and one nation. And as reflected through our music, Americans continue to strive onward and are inspired to dream.
Country road on a wind it comes to call, and it sings in the farms and the factory towns, and where you think there be no song at all. And the words are the words that our fathers heard as they whistle down the years, and the name of the song is the name of the dream, and it's music to our ears. America, America. Courthouse walls are the words that make us free. And the more we remember the way we began, the closer we get to the best we can be. Was there ever a time we forgot his words, all the struggles and the scars? If we leave to the children the sky full of hope and a flag that's filled with stars. America, America. Changing the song the same as it seems from sea to sea. And as long as the music is strong and clear, we'll know that tomorrow will always be free. America, America, and the dream goes on. America, America, time of my life. No, I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear it's a truth, and I owe it all to you.
I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I would. So good, but I got you. So good, but I got you. So good, I got you.
In the midst of our rejoicing, today is also a time to pause and reflect on a vision which all Americans share. Of a world where all men are created equal. Of a world where all are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Of a world where every man, woman, and child can pursue their own ideal of life, liberty, and happiness.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how they do. They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Tonight, we celebrate the anniversary of American independence, as our founding fathers foresaw 212 years ago. Here now, reciting the words of John Adams, Macy's proudly presents Mr. George Hearn.
This day of July, 1776, will be the most memorable epoch in the history of America. I am apt to believe that it will be celebrated by succeeding generations as the great anniversary festival. It ought to be commemorated as the Day of Deliverance, solemnized with pomp and parade, with shows, games, sports, guns, bells, bonfires, and illuminations from one end of the continent to the other. From this time forward, forevermore. I can see the rays of ravishing light and glory.
joining Macy's 4th of July Fireworks 1988. A tribute to every American and a celebration of our national pride. Happy birthday, America.
We're Macy's, winner upon your right.
And the vote here is, it was the best ever.
Boy, I don't think I've ever seen a better show.
That finale was unbelievable.
Incredible. Yeah, we've been doing this shows for a while now, and that has to be the best one. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go away.
Wow, her hair is really glowing. Dolly's surprise, my Dolly's surprise. Your pretty hair grows right before my eyes. I love to make it grow again. I can make it short again.
And when Dolly Surprise touches her butterfly, it starts growing again.
Oh, Dolly, Dolly, my Dolly surprise. I love the way your hair grows before my eyes.
Each sold separately. Dolly Surprise from Play School.
Say, aren't we forgetting the parquet margarine?
We are trying to watch our cholesterol.
But there's no cholesterol in parquet.
No cholesterol in parquet? Okay.
Put it on, it's okay. There's no cholesterol in parquet. It's crisp, creamy, buttery taste. No other margarine can replace. So come on, it's okay. It's parquet.
Okay.
And here's the pitch. Fly ball. He's still at Mitchell back with his fading. It's a foul ball.
It's chicken month at Roy's. So pick up a 16 or 20-piece bucket and get a 2-liter bottle of Coke Classic free.
Got the feeling for what you want. And that makes your A&P part of New York's #1 family of food stores.
To pay or not to pay, that is the question. To which I respond in kind, I shall not pay a lot for this muffler.
Don't give us no double dribble, because we are not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
No problem. At Meineke, we install quality Everlast mufflers from just $18.93. Installed.
Meineke, thou art the fairest of the fair. I'm not going to pay a lot for this muffler.
You're not going to pay a lot for quality at Meineke.
Northern bathroom tissue has a special kind of softness because it's quilted. And you can feel the difference quilting makes. Northern, quilted for a special kind of softness.
Through blizzards and backbreaking work, the Ingalls family built a life in an unforgiving land. Come home to Little House. Weekdays at 5 on Channel 11. This is WPIX, Channel 11, New York.
Well, the picture you're seeing behind us now is the reflections on the water. It's been quite a birthday bash, hasn't it?
Yeah, the barges are now moving back to their homes for another year. And as they go by, we'll salute them.
Well, it isn't over yet.
No, immediately following this broadcast, we will take you back to Orlando, Florida, for the conclusion of the Walt Disney World 4th of July Spectacular.
Expected to appear in the final hour are the Beach Boys, comedian Joe Piscopo, and a parade of Disney characters, of course.
So while things are winding down here on the East River, our 4th of July celebration still has a lot more to come here on Channel 11.
I'm Donna Hanover, hoping your 4th of July was a safe and a happy one.
I'm Brad Holbrook. Thanks very much for being with us. We hope to see you again next year when we celebrate the 4th. Good night. because while the party here in New York is now over, the fun is just getting started down in Disney World.
Singer Lee Greenwood is taking center stage as we rejoin the Walt Disney World's 4th of July show.
The lights glitter in the Magic Kingdom as we draw closer and closer to an unforgettable fireworks display. Right now, though, let's board the paddle wheeler in Frontierland with Grammy winner Lee Greenwood.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again, just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. To be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Oh, yeah. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
And now, here's someone else who's proud to be an American. Bert Convey.
Of the people, by the people, for the people. Simple, powerful words. It hasn't always been smooth sailing. This country's been through a lot. But we still stand united. A nation of the people, by the people, and for the people. From Brer Rabbit and Brer Fox, happy birthday, America.
Street are beginning to dim, and that means a very special time here at the Magic Kingdom.
The streets are about to glow with the millions of flashes and twinkles of the Main Street Electrical Parade.
With Cinderella Castle in the background, the brilliant blue fairy from Pinocchio starts it all off.
It's an appropriate beginning. The fairy casts goodwill and good wishes on whatever she graces. She's part of the Disney magic. Remember, she's the one who turned Pinocchio from a puppet into a small boy.
I'm glad she did. Such a pretty outfit. Sort of electrifying, wouldn't you say, Tim?
Oh, yes, shocking. All those lights.
You know, it's just gorgeous. And we're coming up here on the 6 royal pages carrying the train overdressed. There they are.
And now to a train of an entirely different sort, Goofy's train. Goofy's conducting, and his driving seems to be a little off track.
Come on, Goofy. Want to check his license out, I think.
Regardless, Mickey and Minnie are headlining, grooving to the parade's theme, the Baroque Hodam.
It's Baroque? Well, maybe we should fix it. Okay. Well, let's go to Wonderland. Seems to be let off by a bespectacled turtle.
You know, Alice's world is larger than life, and so are the bugs, just like the firefly, centipede, and snail right here in our parade.
And Alice is being carried by a mushroom, just like the one you'd find in your backyard, give or take 30 feet. It shaved half of Disney World here, couldn't it?
Hi, Alice.
Great job that would be, sitting up there.
Imagine the salad that would go in.
Yes.
Here come the coach mice. You know what that means. Cinderella has left the ball.
Uh-oh, and she's riding the Pumpkin Express with the fairy godmother not far behind, making sure things go Cinderella's way.
Not only are there thousands of people lined up on the streets, but the electrical light parade has lured some guests from the royal ball.
And Prince Charming's looking for someone, but it's definitely not the 2 stepsisters he's stuck with there.
According to the clock, it's going to be nip and tuck for Cinderella.
I think it should be nip and tuck for the stepsisters here, too. They could use it. Well, it's time to go into the big top, and the only thing missing, a trapeze act.
You've got lions and hippos and calliopes and bears. Oh, my!
When we arrived here last night, I asked my family what the first thing they wanted to do was, and my daughter, my son said the Main Street Electrical Parade, and we sat here and had the best time. And if you could look at the faces on the kids, not only my kids, but all the kids here, you'll know exactly what we mean.
Oh, well, I hardly blame them. Just look at it. It's a dream.
You know, you get so excited just being here. It sounds corny sometimes, but you get chills. And there's an elephant giving himself a bath. Looks like
That's how they do it.
That is how they do it. Hear that music? That's calliope music.
Calliope.
And
here comes Snow White's whistling workers.
That's right. You know, the dwarfs are only 7 of the hundreds of people who make this parade happen. You know, riding a smoke-breathing dragon down Main Street, USA is probably a scary thought to most people.
But not to Pete, who feels as comfortable with Elliot as most kids do as Mickey Mouse.
Probably the best job in the world for a kid, standing up there waving to all these people, riding a dragon. I wonder what the qualifications are for a job like that.
The well-behaved dragon. Or a dragon show.
We're glad you're spending the 4th with us. And we'll be back here on Main Street in just a minute. Street USA for the finale float in the Electrical Light Parade. And we've got the best and brightest to honor America on her birthday.
This is the parade's longest float. The lights of the American flag stretch over 100 feet and end at one of our many symbols for opportunity and freedom, the eagle. And believe me, folks, this is one big bird.
I hope all of you watching at home get at least one opportunity in your life to get down here and watch this parade in person.
Gosh, this has just been so beautiful. You know, you just don't want it to end.
I know, that's the way I feel. And I can't think of any place I'd rather be on 4th of July than right here at Disney World. And thanks so much for spending this time with me, Tempest.
Oh, thank you. It's been wonderful. Let's do it again next year.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Just promise, no more corny jokes.
Okay, I promise. Okay. Well, that wraps up our Main Street Electrical Parade. And right now, let's go back to the Grand Floridian Beach Resort and welcome again the Beach Boys.
Yay!
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand,
The Beach Boys, all right. And now, from the hit comedy show Amen, here's Clifton Davis.
Okay, hold it. Huh? What is it, Chip? Oh.
From my family to yours, happy 4th of July.
Here we go. Come on, Ryan. Oh, that's beautiful. Hold it, hold it. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Welcome back to Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular. Let's go back to Epcot Center's unbelievable Maelstrom thrill ride at the Norway Pavilion and check in with Willard Scott.
Okay. You know, it's decision time, and Webster defines Maelstrom as a powerful, often violent whirlpool, sucking in objects within a given radius. To ride or not to ride? That is the question. I have the answer. No, I'm not riding. You ride. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bon voyage. Tout sweet. Bye-bye.
Still to come on Walt Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular, the Maelstrom Thrill Ride. Rita Moreno, Tommy Tune, and performers from the world's largest cast salute America from Cinderella Castle. And Sandy Patty sings out the 4th in a fantastic fireworks finale.
Hey, all right. Looks like you made it. Maybe you got a little wet out there, huh? Hey, tell me, what'd you think about it?
Oh, it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Fantastic.
Great family ride, and I especially enjoyed the storm at the North Sea.
Oh, that's fun. You like things like that. Oh, boy, I'm glad I didn't go. But let's take a look at that ride for ourselves. Dynamite. know, that looks like something Jane and Bryant might enjoy, but not moi, because I'm your basic chicken. You know, on the Today Show, I had the pleasure of wishing a happy birthday to lots of wonderful ladies and gentlemen who've turned 100. Well, tonight, I have a special pleasure to wish a very special lady a very happy 212th birthday. Happy birthday, America.
Thanks, Willard. You know, one of the 4th of July traditions here at Walt Disney World is the Castle Spectacular.
Performed on the steps of Cinderella Castle, this show only happens once a year.
And tonight is extra special because it stars a man who has won 5 Tony Awards as a performer, director, and choreographer, Tommy Tune.
Plus a Tony, Oscar, Emmy, and Grammy Award winner, Rita Moreno.
I'm a clarinet. Yeah. I'm the Philadelphia Orchestra. I'm the modern jazz quartet. I'm the band from Macy's Big Parade, a wild symphonic blast. I'm the flute and the grand sousaphone, a trumpet and a slide trombone, and all kinds of music keeps pouring out of us. I found my brass band at last. Wow!
Strike up the band. Hear the cymbals ring, calling one and all. Gonna tap and sing. Strike up the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy Tune.
We'll come through, toodaloo, toodaloo. All are red, white, and blue, toodaloo. Take your stand. Come along, let's go. Hey, leader, strike up the
On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet trip to the candy shop where bonbons play. On the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay.
for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight.
Rolling up the avenue so happy, all dressed up just like an English chappie.
Come, let's mix, we're Rockefellers, walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst, putting on the ritz. I won't dance.
Why not?
Don't ask me. I won't dance. Don't ask me. I won't dance. Merci beaucoup. My heart won't let my feet do what they should do. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go.
We'll be back with Rita Moreno and more of the Castle Spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, Rita Moreno.
Yankee Doodle went to London riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. Hi, Chip. Hi, Dale. Hi, boy. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the steps and with the skirt be handy.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy, a Yankee Doodle do or die. A real life nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. I've got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's my Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride the pony. I am a Yankee Doodle, I am a Yankee Doodle, I am a Yankee Doodle man.
Doodle, I
Happy birthday, America.
On this 4th day of July, 1988.
Coming up live, Sandy Patty and the Disney 4th of July Fantasy in the Sky fireworks finale. Disney World's 4th of July Spectacular is being brought to you by Premier Cruise Lines, the official cruise lines of Walt Disney World, bringing you the Cruise and Walt Disney World Week. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of the board of the Walt Disney Company, Michael Eisner.
Good evening. The 4th of July is a very special day for all of us in the Disney family. It's a time when we can join you in saying, Happy Birthday, America. It's a time to celebrate the values that make us strong. It's a time when we recognize the tradition and heritage that makes our country great. And it's a time to remember we are all proud to be Americans. Thank you for joining us at Walt Disney World this evening. And now let's finish off this 4th of July celebration with a bang. Mickey?
From all of us on the Walt Disney World 4th of July Spectacular, we hope you've enjoyed an evening of wishing America happy birthday. This is Jack Wagner speaking. Good night.
This is WPIX, Channel 11, New York.